Now to Eugene, if you've never been, you're thinking that you wanna go. Well, before you do, there's a thing or two I thought you might like to know. Well, like all the Pacific, the bums are prolific, so are meth and fentanyl. But our elected officials in public office, they're the biggest bums of all. And Brian Obie bows down to no man or ordinance. You know he likes to build them tall. He makes sure our officials in city planning, they're the richest bums of all. My neighbors manufactured shatter until they blew up their 2-bedroom. I used to wake in the night with a terrible fright just from breathing all of their fumes. Well, there's a quadruplex on that lot now, so I guess we got a little more room. Well, the rent ain't cheap, but the weed is free, and we legalized mushroom. That's Eugene, ain't much of a scene, but I guess we got a couple of bars. People eating out of garbage cans and sleeping in their cars. Well, Uncle Phil's got deep pockets, but half the town's beat are bare. I guess it's just our luck. If you ain't a duck, then Uncle Phil, he don't care. It's so early to be playing and singing. Well, everybody's hating on Courtney. I guess she should have been a son. Well, throw your native daughter into the water. If she floats, then grab your gun. But we're all insane about Prefontaine. He couldn't sing, boy, but he could run. Everybody hating on a Courtney Love, but she's still my number one. That's Eugene, ain't much of a scene, but I guess we got a couple of bars. Out of garbage cans and sleeping in their cars. Call it track town, crack town, one and the same. So far from what is real that every time I think about coming home, I wish that I'd have moved to Springfield. All right, that's what I got in the works. Now I'm going to do a set of Bright Eyes songs. Woo! It is early though. Jesus, the sun's still out. I feel naked. I know, right? Sober audience. Well, it was just about 5 o'clock Friday. It'd been a heck of a week. My nerves were fried, and so was my mind. I was looking to blow off some steam, but my wallet was just about empty. I only had $20 to my name, and I remembered what I'd seen on TV when Ozzy sang Crazy Train. I spent my soul Andrew Jackson, one Washington at a time. Well, on $17 Ritas, salted rims and wedges of lime. Now don't let me die at the Applebee's under these hideous lights. And if I am to die at an Applebee's, please don't let it be tonight. Well, I caught a glimpse of my future in the bottom of my 7th cup. And through the crushed ice I swore I saw Dixie. I'd always heard she'd be coming back up. I stumbled my way to the restroom. Well, thankfully there was no line. And I proclaim this prayer of forgiveness as the tears welled up in my eyes. Now don't let me die at the Applebee's on this tile floor all alone. Barely able to stand on my knees and my hands, my humble head bowed into the throne. Straightened up, I walked back to the barroom. I turned a lonely heart into a friend who assured me it was only Wednesday. And panicked, I ordered us gin. And now a heck of a tab had we going. And you know I'd spent all of my cash. So when the bartender went to the stock room, oh well, out the front door did I dash. And now the moral to my song is simple. If you hope to go drinking for free, if you talk to God in the restroom, I'll be sure not to leave him your keys. Now don't let me die at the Applebee's, surrounded by blue and red lights. My hands behind my head, down on my knees in the responding officer's sights. Well, don't let me die at the Applebee's on this tile floor all alone. Barely able to stand on my knees and my hands, my humble head bowed into the throne. Thank you very much. Thank you, the finger. You're too kind. Well, I drink them warm. I drink them cold. I drink them when they're new. I drink them when they've grown old. I drink them up before I drink them down. Yeah, but don't expect me to pass them around. I like beer. They taste better when they're yours. Wish I would have broke my G-string so I could make a pervert joke. Oh well, it's funny what I fit into a 2-ounce cup. Scrape it with a toothpick and bottoms up. Well, they come in red, they come in blue, they come in orange and green and purple too. That's a Jello shot and I want one of every color. You might have to give me just a minute to change this string. All right? I do want my own. You guys don't mind, do you? All right, cool. Let me do that. Oh my God, we just got it rolling. How unprofessional can you be? Dude, you just rocking so hard. Well, like all the Pacific, the bums are prolific, so are meth and fentanyl. But our elected officials in public office, they're the biggest bums of all. And Brian Obie bows down to no man or ordinance. You know he likes to build them tall. He makes sure our officials in city plan, and they're the richest bums of all. My neighbors manufactured shatter until they blew up their 2-bedroom. I used to wake in the night with a terrible fright just from breathing all of their fumes. But there's a quadruplex on that lot now, so I guess we got a little more room. Well, the rent ain't cheap, but the weed is free, and we legalized mushroom. That's Eugene, ain't much of a scene, but I guess we got a couple of bars. People eating out of garbage cans, sleeping in their cars. Well, Uncle Phil's got deep pockets, but half the town's feet are bare. I guess it's just our luck. If you ain't a duck, then Uncle Phil, he don't care. It's so early to be playing and singing. Well, everybody's hating on Courtney. I guess she should have been a son. Well, throw your native daughter into the water. If she floats, then grab your gun. And we're back. Hoping you enjoyed that commercial break. This is about another piece of shit down there in Tracktown, USA, baby. Well, he's a Pacific Northwestern singing, songwriting Americana man. He plays folk roots and blues in his country so cosmic that he don't have no need for a band. He just live on his own way, so far from a cliche you and I wouldn't understand. Well, this pseudo-spiritual, hyper-intellectual Americana man, you know, he traded in his hybrid Prius on a Tesla Cybertruck. He keeps a glow in the dark statuette of Bob Dylan on his dashboard just for good luck. a coal miner's daughter. But now he's zero emission and clean. He's a fast-talking, cat-walking, skull-ducking, star-bucking, pussy-killing machine. He's a Pacific Northwestern singing, songwriting, Americana man. He'll tell you all about Texas. Well, by that he means Austin, and by that he means South by Southwest. You know, he visited once to see Mumford and Sons, the poster still framed above his desk. And he had him some success in Nashville, where a song was a moderate hits. It was about some chillbilly chasing some too young Billy and all the stereotypical shit. He's a Pacific Northwestern singing, songwriting, Americana man. Oh, there's another verse. Well, he's often in socks, wearing his Birkenstocks. No, he's never bare feet in the grass. And if you ever do wrong by the sex-sucking dog, well, he's likely to sue your ass. Oh, Monday through Friday, he works for the DA. Who knows what his time is worth? But when his work weekends, he's Merle Haggard again. He's singing songs for the salt of the earth. He's a Pacific Northwestern singing, songwriting, Americana man. He plays folk roots and blues. His country's so cosmic, he don't have no need for a band. He just live on his own way, so far from a cliche you and I wouldn't understand. Well, this pseudo-spiritual, hyper-intellectual Americana man, an Americana man, an Americana man. Oh, thank you. You want to play one with me, Scott? All right. Oh, you're not set. Called you off. He called you off. He said he's not set up. I just thought it might be fun. Well, Scott's getting set up here. Almost there. This is a little tune about. You tell me when, big man. Town with no direction that was perfectly clear. Living off of caffeine, nicotine, bomb burritos, and cheap beer. Walking holes in my shoes, I was a spanging for booze. I was a lower than I'd been before. It was just about then the good Lord saw fit to show me through a new door. nothing short of reptilian. And I was headed to a bondage basement, I had no doubt. A buddy dropped me off at a Multnomah County holding facility. I didn't have a home to go back to, so that was alright by me. But after a while, I thought they read my file and wouldn't be releasing me. I thought I'd spend my life in a Multnomah County holding facility. Now when you see a face looking back at you from the cover of Busted, you know that mugshot would even leave your own mama stunned. You're wearing ragged clothes with a bloodied nose and a new black eye or two. That's when you know there's only one thing left to do. You gotta get right back to that Multnomah County holding facility, where there ain't nobody there feeling no guilt or shame. And you're guaranteed to get that old ham sandwich. And the overnight nurses know you. The overnight nurses will show you too well. The overnight nurses know you by your name. All right. We did the unplugged version there. All right, Scott's going to play another one here for me. So I was talking shit on Eugene. I'll talk a little shit on Portland now. Yeah, how we doing for time? Let's do it. I like this. How's it go lightly, ladies and gentlemen? I believe I've fallen out of tune, but I trust. Well, bring it down to you, or you want to come up to it?
Barely need a microphone.
Oh. Yes.
Okay.
And you're recording all this banter too, right? It's the best part. What key you thinking? Want to do it? Okay. Well, I thought I'd leave my old home in the Midwest. I thought I'd head me down to Memphis, Tennessee. But before I could buy myself that ticket, once a friend got a hold of me. She said, you can stay with me at least to see if you like it, before you go and make a move so bold. You know I took her up 'cause I felt so invited. Now that was almost 20 years ago. Well, I'm not dead. Now I'm just in Portland. There's a reason to leave, but I ain't found it yet. And all my friends tell me what's important, that you can bum enough scratch for beer and cigarettes. I sent a Sebum Bridges postcard to my sister before she was even old enough to drink. She moved out here and she became a stripper. She spends her free time at the roller derby ring. Now she's not dressed, now she is buck naked. She been a dancing on a mountain with bills that she can't pay. But she's rolling in the door, so she's told me. She keeps herself propped up on pills and crack cocaine. My brother moved himself just down the road from the Covert Café. He said he got tired of living like a mess. Now tell me, should I rejoice or should I pity for his new station with the IRS? Well, he's in debt outside of Portland, and just last week his girlfriend changed her name. And he knows that I wish I could have been there, but it was dollar beer night at the Blazers game. And my papa, he said he'd sooner visit LA, though we ain't seen it since getting home from now. The great Northwestern cesspool is all he'll tell me. He's heard it from both CNN and Fox. Well, my mama thought she'd like to pay a visit, and this is where my sweet mama died. At the risk of giving warnings too explicit, there ain't no one here that's getting out alive. Now my mom's dead, and I'm in Portland. I guess I'll probably be until I pop my last balloon. Where are my dread and life's disappointments? They are assuaged by the flame underneath my spoon. Not too bad. How's it go lately? Let's keep him up here for another one. How do you do? Nice to see you.
First time we played together ever.
Yeah, we've never played together. We've never played together either, but hey, this is fun. All right. This is horrible for Hans because he's got perfect pitch, and I am so far out of tune. Scott doesn't care. the one I want to record tomorrow.
Okay. I kind yeah.
Well, I spent most of my 20s lost and confused. I used to beat myself up just to have something to do. I was on acid, cocaine, poppers, and shrooms. And then I date rape myself or put me down in a K-hole. Well, those were the good times, or so I've been told. Well, my buddy was a bit of a slouch. Now didn't he spend most of his time between the methadone clinic and the welfare line, like a criminal captive who committed no crime with no chance for redemption or hope of parole. He were living for the good times until the good times got old. Living for the good times, the only times worth living, when tomorrow might not mean a thing. Living for the good times, the only time we're given. There's no telling what yesterday might bring. Some old habits die hard and some won't die at all. Some friends keep in touch while some won't ever call. So consumed by their thinking that their actions just stall. Not giving one little thought all that control, but just thinking about the good times and how the good times took their toll. Living for the good times, the only times worth living, when tomorrow might not mean a thing. Just living for the good times, the only times we're given. There's no telling what yesterday might bring. There's just no telling what yesterday might bring. One, two? One more. All right. Yes. All right. We're going to play you one more, and then we're going to clear the hell out of here. Let Pixie Yogurt take the stage over. Hans and I wrote this song for Ernest Tubb. He's in the key of D.
Oh, E.T.
Well, won't you sing me an old-fashioned love song where two people promise their life, where the queen keeps her king and all the songbirds always sing and everything turns out right. My head's too full to really take much rocking. My heart needs a song that still beats true. My mouth's too busy drinking to do much talking. to walk right back to you. I've been told true love exists outside of stories. It's been said true love will find me in the end. But tonight I'm on this bar stool feeling sorry and wondering how I lost my only friend. So won't you sing me an old-fashioned love song where two people promise their lives, where the queen keeps her king and all the songbirds always sing and everything turns out right. And I had one and I thought I'd need no other, for we vowed we'd part for nothing short of death. Then eventually she left me for another, and now the only consolation that I have left is if you'll sing me an old-fashioned love song where two people promise their lives, where the queen keeps her king and all the songbirds always sing and everything turns out right. Won't everything turn out right? Stick around for Pixie Ogre. Hansi Go Lightly, Sweet Scott.